Thomas, I was wondering if you wanted to ever change that song. We found that like in 5 minutes years ago, and we've used it ever since.
We did. It's been our staple.
I like it. I'm the vanilla guy, right? Once I find I like vanilla ice cream, I'm good to eating just vanilla. So
I feel like it's the most non-relevant soundtrack anyone could ever find, and we found it. So it fits. It fits our story.
that's pretty much how it went. Oh, it's fun. It's a good song. It's a good song. We know how, it's familiar with it. We know how to hit the post at the end and everything. So it's.
Hey, we know when it hits. It's Friday Eve, right?
Okay, I'm ready. Sorry, I just had one more thing.
1 minute early throws us into a tailspin. We don't know what to do with it.
We are early. It's important for everyone to recognize that and mention it in chat at least once. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Made it all the way past the hump day.
Happy Friday Eve. We're here.
Yep.
I'm excited. This week for me has flown by. I've forgotten what day it has been this week, including yesterday when I went, oh my gosh, it's Wednesday. The podcast needs to be created. I better get to do that before bed. It felt like Monday/Tuesday. I wasn't in tune with it. And then out late last night, after that was all done and we're good to go, I was preparing for today. And then my wife said, hey, we're heading 2 hours south to a horse show tomorrow. And I said, okay, got to be back for the podcast. And she said, no problem. We will be. And we were. She nailed it. So
perfect.
Worked out great. And that's when I knew when we're on track for a good Friday Eve podcast.
Yeah. I have to say that the weeks are flying by because I've got all these ideas for Halloween and I still have not put them up in my yard. Most of them are still in my office, right? It's going to be, the display is going to be epic on Halloween, but no one's going to see anything until then because I'm just not ready. I mean, I can't do a chalk outline of a body on the sidewalk now because it's going to rain. It'll be gone, right?
Yeah, good point. It'll wash right out.
But I did the homework part today after the live stream. Before the podcast, I went and I got all my sidewalk chalk and I held it up in front of the UV light. I found out that all those neon colors I had, none of them glow except for one. So now I need more sidewalk chalk that glows under UV light.
It's like when you get the green screen and then you have all your decorations and whatnot, and then
they're all green.
And then you go, oh, you can't see anything besides one little outline.
Some of my favorite shirts to wear match my green screen. And it's just like I can never wear that.
You can never wear it.
Never see me wearing that shirt because I just disappear.
You'll look like this.
Just
head only.
Yeah, but the time's flying by and I'm getting nervous. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm thinking, okay, I need to plan to do a little bit every day out in the yard. I've got to get the tombstones and I still have to run to Lowe's and get the Tyvek suits and the masks and the gloves for the people handing out the candy. We've got a big box. This box is like, I think a box that you would buy kitchen chairs fully assembled in.
Yeah.
It's that big and it's full of candy.
Massive.
It's huge. It weighs like 60 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Candy. I thought I only had 50, but I might have bought a few extra bags.
No samples yet?
I've had one candy bar. It was a little Hershey's cookies and cream. I was sort of disappointed. So it was too small. It was too small.
Well, yeah, that's understandable.
Every year.
Okay.
But no, my kids are excited. I'm just not sure where and when to get everything set up. So
fair enough. We're on the fence this year. And forgive me if I shared this in the last podcast. I forget when the weeks go flying by, but we are going to overseed our lawn this year. In North Texas, we have all Bermuda lawns, which flourishes in the heat. Come cold weather, it goes dormant. Looks dead, but it's not. All the pigment, all the color just goes down, stays. All the nutrients are in the roots. The leaf just is brown. When you have 5 dogs, those leaves break apart and they get on your dogs like crazy and they run in the house and off it goes.
That's what they're meant to do. Yes.
Yes. So overseeding is with the winter ryegrass. So it's a thicker, hardier blade of grass and it grows. It works in cold weather. It actually likes it. So we want to do that this year. Plus I want to be able to mow in the winter. I love mowing. It's my It's my get out of my head time. So we usually have the 12 and 14-foot witches and skeletons in our lawn and everything. I told my wife, I said, we can't do it this year. We can only do the patio specific decorations and free the lawn. So that's what we've done. And we've had unseasonably warm weather, and I can't overseed yet. It won't do it. So, and the other kicker is, I've shared this before, our daughter's best friend in Georgia, we went there last year for Halloween, and they're dying to do it again, and they're pressuring us. We're trying to do it. And there's a few kinks in the schedule that we can't quite work out yet, and it's getting to the point of it's gonna be too pricey to go. But the girls are, twisting and poking and prodding and trying to get it, so we go. So anyways, this year's, it's just up in the air for us right now. It's weird. It is just a weird holiday season to kick off.
Yeah.
Now Christmas, we'll go all out.
Yeah.
Whether I have grass or not, I don't care. That's you've seen the pictures, you know what we do.
It's gonna be.
I can't
board.
dodge that one.
No, it's. I'm excited. The holiday season is always great. The weather is turning here a little bit. You mentioned it's hot there. It's chilly. My wife came downstairs today and she's like, I'm cold. Like she turns the AC off. That's the sign. Christmas, the holiday winter season for us. It's winter in North Carolina because for like a month and a half you don't have to mow and the dandelions bloom. That's the kicker. That's when it's winter. And if you're lucky, some freak storm will blow through and you'll get like a quarter inch of snow and then it'll be gone. Probably before you can even run outside to touch it. But yeah, we don't get much snow here, which is great as far as my wife's concerned. I still miss ice fishing.
She definitely doesn't. Hashtag first date.
Yeah. My kids did run into my office today and said, Dad, we've got a squirrel that made a nest in our house up in the roof in the attic.
Interior.
Well, the attic is not accessible unless you we literally had to cut a hole in the ceiling to get into the attic. It's not designed to be accessible.
Okay.
But it's in
Which
there.
Is worse. Because
it's very much worse.
If they perish, then there's no finding that thing. Yeah. Oh.
I'm pretty sure we've got a couple complete skeletons of various bird and creatures up there. But they're like, there's a little squirrel. We saw a little squirrel up on the roof by the little hole, by the vent, by the eave. And this is like 2.5 stories up because my house is like way too tall. And they're like, do you want to shoot it? If it was the adult, I would feel good, but I have a hard time shooting baby squirrels. I just can't
100%.
do it.
Yeah.
But Kiki caught a squirrel. I'm not sure how. It wasn't on the roof because cat doesn't get on the roof, but maybe it fell off or something. And Kiki had a great lunch, so I think the problem solved. So grateful for cats, which can get into trouble as well. But
way to go, Kiki!
Yeah. First story. It's about a cat that needed help on its end instead of helping somebody out. Needed some help. You've heard about the fire trucks, the firemen who have the cat up the tree call from 911, and I think I've learned that cats can pretty much get down out of trees by themselves. They just have to want to.
100%.
And then it will happen.
They just want the attention.
Mm-hmm. They'll meow. They'll be like, "Oh, come carry me," and everything else. But they have all the equipment, including the incredible ability to always land on their feet, to make it down just fine, and with incentive, they'll do it in a hurry too. So, but this cat was a little kitten that got stuck in a drain pipe, completely different situation. So the family could hear the cat down the drain pipe, but the pipe was one of those small ones where it was too small to really get in and send somebody in to fix. And the solution ended up being high tech. This is up in New York in Suffolk County. They used a remote control car that they stuck in one end of the drain pipe and drove it down the pipe and sort of pushed the kitten along until it got to the other end where they could lift him out and
flushed it on out.
So RC Racer to the rescue from Toy Story, and the kitten's now safe and back with I believe his family.
What I love is the animal rescue. They say we plan to buy more capable remote control car and work smarter, not harder. The post said.
This guy is he's my sort of guy. He's like, where can we use more tech in our job? And he's animal control. We need remote control cars.
Amen.
Next is going to be drones, so we can look on roofs.
Totally.
And, I love that.
I will say, is not relevant as our podcast. This is the most relevant story ever to hit my household. And it didn't hit me till now. It's because we have 2 cats and they're strictly indoor. One's was declawed, the other's not, but he's not the most brilliant guy because he was one day in the middle of the street at 10 p.m. just rolling around, scratching his back. And we're like, hey, you don't have some survival instinct, dude. You got to get inside. You're going to get smushed. But the one declawed, she showed up one day randomly years ago, came from, had to be houses down, right? Made post of, hey, whose cat is this? No one said anything, right? So now we pay to feed it. Every once in a while, because we don't have a dog door or anything like that, letting dogs in and out, sometimes the cat will get curious and want to get out there. Don't blame them. They want to see the backyard and hang out. She can still climb our 8-foot fence and get out. And when she does, she goes under our neighbor's shed. There's just enough room for her to go under there and hide. So we feel like she kind of seeked refuge there at one point in time before she came here. That seems to be her place. And the 2 times, it's big enough to where I can't get like a rake handle all the way to reach her and poke and get her to move and get out. The only option we have is that we get their hose and the spray nozzle and just spray water at her, make her uncomfortable to flee. Well, the last time we did that, she refused to flee and just took on gallons and gallons of water in the
full
face.
bath.
Yes, and just screamed, and it broke our heart, but we had no way to get her. So I think if this happens again, I'll just tell my wife, hey, watch her, see if she comes out. I'll run to Walmart real quick. I'll get an RC car and I'll go in there and play bumper cars with the cat to push her out. So she's not soaking wet and not waterboarding her own cat because she doesn't want to run away.
That's funny.
I'm going to use this. I love it.
And then once that works you'll be like, what would really be more useful is if I had a camera on the car. So you have to get a car with a camera so you can drive it and see what's going on down under there. And pretty soon you're just going to have all the toys.
You know, I'm not too far from you there. I'd like more tech. I'm in. I'll take it. Then Officer Brian will be like, hey, we have a situation. Can we borrow your car?
Like, yes. Consult for a fee. Yeah.
Yes. Just give me the address to send the invoice to, and it's all yours.
Oh man. Speaking of invoices, I had a customer that paid me 2 days after I invoiced them. I've never had that before. I've always been paid like 30, 60, 90. It's always like you say, hey, you have to pay within 30 days. And then we're like, well, we pay based on when we got the invoice in the mail. And I sent the invoice off and I had an email confirming that they had received it the next day. And the following day I had it in my bank account. Whoa.
And they were shocked by that? Like,
I was shocked. I was shocked that they paid so quick. Most people hang on to the money until the last minute and then pay before they get, a demand letter or something. But I'm not sure why I shared that.
I don't know, but I've got one to piggyback with it because I'm kind of shocked too. We bought a lot. I've talked that we're building a house. We're in that process. And so we bought a lot from a couple, and it's been sitting for, I don't know how many years since they owned it, but they had someone, you got to keep it mowed. It's in the neighborhood. It's not far from where we are. You got to keep it manicured to a degree. And so I just reached out to the prior owner and said, hey, who have you used to maintain it? I don't want to go searching. I don't want to keep them gainfully employed mowing the same lot. There's no need to switch and do all that. So I got in touch with him and he said, yeah, all I would do, because he has several lots. When I just happen to be driving through that area and I see it, I will text the owner and say, hey, it looks like it could be mowed. And they say, okay, go ahead. And I said, okay, I like that agreement. Sounds good. I might text you on my own because I live a block from this lot. And I might say, hey, green light whenever you can. And he said, sounds good. So the first time he did, he mowed it. And then he texted me, said, lot mowed. And so I went to, he operates, because he's so busy, off, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, whatever you want. So I said, great. And I went to Venmo and then paid him. And then I got a text from him. It said, "Holy cow." I said, "What?" He said, "You just paid me to mow."
Yeah.
Yeah, you just told me you did the work. So I paid, what do you, and he goes, "Yeah, no one pays me for like 2 months ever to mow anything." And I said, "I don't want that hanging over my head that I owe someone for mowing something."
Oh
And
my
so,
goodness.
no. So every time I just immediately, and there's been a few times because I live so close, I'll just be driving home and I can see him leaving. And I've never met the guy to this day, but I'll see him leaving it and I'll be like, "Oh," so I pull my driver and I go and hit pay. And then I'll just get a text from him that says LOL. 'Cause it's-
I'm watching, always watching.
yeah, I think he thinks we have cameras or something going on, but I don't
He's
like,
going to do a good job from now on.
it's like, if he needs money, he's going to my lot first.
Yep.
But I don't like the feeling of owing sitting out there.
Yeah.
It's like, I went through it at golf just the other day with my friend and his son. We did a friendly wager of like $3, right? And we had to pay my friend's son some money and this and that, and someone was short by like 80 cents. And I said, "Oh, I've got the 80 cents. I'll cover him." And he goes, "No, no, no. I love the fact that he owes me." And I said, "Ah." So I hand him a dollar bill. I said, "Now you owe him." He's like, "No, no, no." It's 20 cents, but the whole thought, it's just part of the premise. It's fun.
Speaking of golf, I'm sorry, we're still off topic. I've been sending you a couple Facebook stories. I'm not sure if you've seen them, or maybe they're YouTube stories. They're shorts, and it's a golf. I've just been tagging you in them, so if you don't know about it, it's fine. Don't.
Oh,
I've been tagging you a couple little stories that are hilarious. There's a guy that's started a channel where he pretends to be a golfer answering reporters' questions after a round of golf, but
phenomenal.
he's just average Joe, right? He's
And
just
he's
some dude
average
who
Joe.
golfs.
And he's getting average Joe questions, right?
The reporter's
It's
like, I noticed you were a couple beers short this round. Can you explain how that affected your game? I am dying laughing. And I'm not a golfer, right? So some of this terminology escapes me. It's probably funnier for somebody who understands the game. But this guy is
it's so
spot
great.
on.
And
He
he's
is,
the way the presser, quote unquote, is held, right? It's so professionally done, as if they're talking to Tiger Woods. Like, did the wind in your club decision on hole 6? They're like,
Yeah.
"Did the quality of the hot dog today after 9 holes really affect the way you play?" And he goes, "It did, Jim. I tell you what, that the hot dog was subpar. It really affected me. So I made triple bogey instead of double bogey." It's so well done, and the screen behind them, it's set up as if they're
it's,
interviewing pro golfers like they always do. It's fantastic.
I'll stop tagging you because I'm sure you're subscribed to him already.
No, keep sending because they're all worth a rewatch. They're so
They're so
good.
good.
I love it.
Anyway, I'm glad you're seeing those and they're not just going into space. But good. I love a creator that just comes out with something original like that, and it's just
100%.
authentic and funny. There's so
They're
much
great.
stuff. I mean, on my Twitter feed, the AI videos are like, "Have you seen this?" And it's like a lion climbs onto a bus and like is staring a guy down, and he like rips the
Yes.
lion's mane off, and it's actually a Labrador. I'm like, this is like as AI gets. Okay, none of this ever happened. There was never a
Right.
bus. There was never a lion. There was never a dog. But when you've got an original quality video like that, it's epic. So,
It's authentic. AWOL podcast says the Nate Bargatze golf joke skit is amazing. I don't think I've seen that one, but I will say I watch Nate all the time. I listen to him when I can. I watch him when I can. He's coming to Dallas soon. Popular, unpopular, popular. I don't know. Depends. Have you ever watched Nate? Any of his stuff?
maybe I would probably recognize the face before I recognize the name, though.
So phenomenal because he's won multiple awards. He's often at the top in his industry, if you will. What I really enjoy about it is he's a clean stand-up guy who is ultra successful. And in an interview, he says, "The whole reason I keep my language and jokes clean are because I want my parents to walk into a show at any point in time in their life and not be disappointed in the way I conduct myself." And he nails it. They're all clean, but his delivery is fantastic on everything and the way he does it. It's so great. Your kids can listen to him, everyone.
I love that.
And he tops the charts. I mean, he's great. And I know comedians, it varies. He might not be for everybody out there. But I feel like there's a majority in chat that would appreciate that of him, and I know I do of it. I absolutely love it because my wife and I listen to stand-up comedy often when we're on the road, and if there's a time our daughter's with us on the road, I know we can turn on Nate, and I don't have to worry about some stuff that's rather inappropriate not coming in. So and he's hilarious. His delivery is phenomenal, at least in our taste. Some people might not, but AWOL, thanks for pointing him out. He's great.
He's good.
I love him.
I'm trying to find the guy's channel that does these videos.
So the guy that you found, the golf guy, he also does amazing imitations.
Is it Travis Klein?
That might be part of it. Let me go back because you tagged me. He also does imitations of interviews of pro golfers because he can do their voices and their mannerisms extremely well. Yes.
I wish I could do that. I'd get in a lot of trouble, but I wish I could be other people's voice.
Yes.
Prank phone calls would never get better.
Tommy Stewart.
Tommy Stewart.
Card girl twice on the front nine there. And,
that's him. Okay. So let me find his account.
Just Tommy Stewart. Okay. It's in the code is don't take the dog at the turn for granted. It's talking hot dogs and whatnot. It's phenomenal.
Good stuff. Awesome. All right. Now, where were we? We had a podcast. We're halfway down a rundown, but anyway, good, clean content is hard to find nowadays. So
it is. And you mentioned AI about, they do the lion attacking a guy and over. And if you're on Facebook, you're seeing all of that stuff. And what I'm noticing the most is how realistic-ish it's looking in some of them. But what I'm seeing is a trend in the comments. And I quote, "I'm so sick of this AI garbage." It's just, that's what's overwhelming and taking it, It's so cool seeing something unique that you don't see every day based off of your geographical location and what's going on and where you are. And, oh, wow, look what happened in New Zealand or Australia or, whatever, 2 neighborhoods over. This is what, and then when you're posting, sharks on a plane, it's like, come on.
I saw a quite realistic cheetah attacking a toddler in their driveway in a suburban residence, but the toddler was saved by a horse that leaped over the boy and fought the cheetah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. It's AI is there's some benefits to it and there's drawbacks. And I feel like we do touch on this at least every other week. And I think everyone probably does at one point in time in their everyday life, if you're on the internet.
Walker finds the complete opposite, Matt Rife. Yep. that is
seen him a time or two. Absolutely. But yeah, AI is different. And I think it forever will be. It'll never be the norm.
Yeah. I think there needs to be some way where we can, I don't know, it needs to be called out. It needs to be flagged, right? YouTube already does that as a creator. I can lose my account. Like they will delete my account and ban me forever if I'm using AI material and don't tell YouTube it's AI material. I kind of
like that. Yeah, same. I like that.
Yeah.
So transparency.
Because
it could be fooling people.
Yeah. And especially because the number of people that go to YouTube to search for anything from news to advice on how to do something,
how to change a spark plug and do this, that, and the other. And it's like, turn it upside down and put it in there, and then someone blows up their engine or, who knows what goofy stuff could actually
put sugar in it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
bad stuff.
Oh boy. They should do some sort of survey.
Yeah. Should. Something that I guess the homeowners wished was AI, but was not. A little video. This one's out of North Carolina.
No, you totally bypassed the whole segue into that one.
Oh no!
I was just teeing up the Roz Alert breaking tweet for you. I don't know how we missed it.
This was the one I proposed too, and I just
this is your idea. Yes.
I'm going in order. I can't change.
You got to go with the. Let's back up.
Speaking of AI, Thomas, since it's on our minds.
They should do a survey.
They should do a survey. Yes. A new study in Pennsylvania, and this was a tweet that came out by Roz Alerts, has found some pretty humorous and shocking truth relating to AI as people interact with AI for information, where you query it. So when you say, "Hey Grok," or "Hey Siri," or whatever all the different AI robots are, Chat GPT, OpenAI,
Alexa.
everybody, anything that has an AI computer on the other end answering your questions, they have discovered that if you are rude to the bots, you get better results. So if you are demanding and demeaning and a little bit, abrasive in your question, you will get better quality results than the person who's like, "Siri, please tell me,
Yes.
please tell me how I can find out about XYZ."
Which is wild.
It's got to be a conspiracy. Just, think that they're trying to, it's like feeding gunpowder to the crowd, sort of thing, little by little, trying to get them riled up and make them fight. If we train them with an AI to be aggressive with everybody, maybe we can start a world war or something. That gets politics real quick, huh? But I don't know.
Could be.
It's
I
in the
want to see the
algorithm.
survey. I want to see how, like, what questions were answered on the rude side and the nice side, and all. I want to read them and see them, and that's intriguing to me, to be honest.
Impolite prompts consistently outperforms polite ones. So if you want results, and you want results now, drop the please, lose the thank you, and start making some demands.
Hey Grok, tell me right now, and I demand, what is XY, and then see. And then I wonder, can you have your spouse or someone else in the house on a different device ask the same question very nicely and see what answer you get? We got to try this. We have to try this.
I think I know how this came about. We generally are bad at asking questions on the internet. So being good at Googling something, that's actually a skill. Knowing the right question to ask to get the right answer is a skill. So when you go to Grok and you're like, "How do I make the thing with the buttons turn on?" It doesn't know if you're talking about the microwave or the TV or your remote control or something. We might ask inaccurate questions. And as we get more angry and get more specific,
we get more specific.
"Oh, now I know you're talking about the microwave.
I meant the dang microwave buttons." And then it goes, "Oh."
So now we just start with being like, "Dang it, Grok, tell me the first time I ask how to do this." There we go. We've solved the problem.
You make a fantastic point. And again, being not relevant, when I was a corporate recruiter, we took classes on being expert Google searchers and other search engines. There's so many cues you can put in, including within your search, depending what you're asking, utilizing quotations or parentheses or other
all the
items.
Boolean operators you can add to your queries. And
yes, to really make it super specific to what you're in need of, and trim out the fat, as they say, and dial in what you're in need of. And I had no idea. I was very new to not the internet, but just relying on searching to make a living. And that's what we had to do. It was mind blown. So when you say, we're very poor searchers, there are days when I'm sitting there typing and my iPhone font is so little, it's like, "How to make a lasagna pizza bowly." Good enough. It'll get it. I just hit send. It kind of figures it out. It's a whole bunch of mush. And I go,
Siri knows what I'm asking.
Yeah, it'll figure it out. And then it does. But yeah, if you learn how to truly search appropriately, you can really get what you really need much faster, much more accurately. And the nonsense links and feeds and stuff are kicked out because it's so specific. But
it's
so be rude to AI.
Yeah, be rude to AI. You've always wanted to, Twubble. So anytime you interact, you can just give it the bird first, and then you're better off. I was going to say one more thing, but I forgot where I was going with it. So I missed it. It was funny, but it will come back to me. Laugh as if I told the joke, and I'll feel better. There we go. Oh man, AI. I make songs with AI, and it's fun to see the responses in chat.
Sono, it does great.
It's getting better and better. But I made a song last night. I'm not sure if you heard this. We shared it first thing in the morning. You were probably asleep.
No, I was on the road this morning.
That's right. You were driving.
Mm-hmm.
I had a customer that was just incredibly difficult to deal with. And even though I brought all the gear last night to do a live stream, pan tilt zoom camera, controller, wireless links, everything, switchers, and was set up ready to do it, she insisted on using her old PC laptop and an old Logitech camera and an old USB wireless mic to try to make this Facebook Live work, and it never worked. We did, it would not talk to it.
Is this recent?
It was last night.
Oh,
And I spent 2 hours
oops.
trying to get her computer to talk to Facebook and let for Facebook to see the camera. And we're installing drivers and we're changing things. We can get the camera finally to appear on like the computer, the test screen, but it won't actually see in Facebook. And we're going through Facebook help and settings and everything. It was a nightmare. I finally wrote an AI song in my frustration right there while I'm sitting there on Suno, and I played it for them. It was pretty funny. It's on the public link. I'll let you find it.
Tell me you weren't helping your local church without telling me you weren't helping your local
I did not
church.
get the gig. It was
You don't say.
Yeah, I'm not sure why, but I won't be doing any work for them in the future.
I'm with Red Pen. I didn't get to hear the song. Can you play the song?
I can play the song if you want. It's it describes perfectly the frustration we had with I think this will work with Facebook and this Logitech camera specifically.
Which, for the record, is what I currently use. It's better than my Apple computer or Apple
Hear this?
camera, but
You can hear it.
I can't. I don't know if chat can. Chat, can you hear the song? Because they might and I can't. No one's saying anything.
No one can hear it. No, it's
Red
getting
says
nobody
no.
to play it.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
so
can't hear. All right.
in that case, I have to bring it in through.
Greener says audio's optional here.
Yes. Hang on, we're gonna share it. We're gonna share screen and share the audio. How about that?
So Greeners just admitted to tuning into our pretty faces.
Thank you, Greeners. Appreciate
Thanks,
that.
Greeners.
Let's see, share screen, and I'm gonna share pixelated connection, and I'll also share the audio. Yes, share. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's give this another listen. See if this works. Give me a thumbs up if you hear it.
A land so clear yet unseen by the crowd. I speak to the void where no echoes are loud. The red light blinks, but no hands wave back. A streamless stream fades into black. Oh, Facebook, why can't you see? This Logitech is a part of me. A face unseen, a voice unsung. A silent stage where hopes are hung. I've checked the wires, I've pleaded with code, restarted my soul in troubleshoot mode. Pixels of promise stuck in the air, a digital ghost left in despair. Drivers updated, dreams outdated, connection lost, my patience faded. Oh, Facebook, why can't you see? This Logitech is a part of me. A face unseen, a voice unsung. A silent stage where hopes are hung. Is it too much to ask for a simple hello? A handshake of software to let my art flow. The audience waits, but the curtain won't rise. Invisible tears stream from my eyes.
So I played the wrong one. I've never heard this version before.
It was so good.
It was completely the wrong one.
That was fantastic.
I was supposed to play the public one over here,
Oh,
which just give it a listen. It's a little bit different.
look, perfect. We've got time. I'm out of props though.
A land so clear, yet unseen by the crowd. I speak to the void where no echoes are loud. The red light blinks, but no hands wave back. A streamless stream fades into black. Oh, Facebook, why can't you see this loaded tech is a part of me? A face unseen, a voice unsung, a silent stage where hopes are hung. I've checked the wires, I've pleaded with code, restarted my soul in troubleshoot mode. Pixels of promise stuck in the air, a digital ghost left in despair. Drivers updated, dreams outdated, connection lost, my patience faded. Oh, Facebook, why can't you see this loaded tech is a part of me? A face unseen, a voice unsung, a silent stage where hopes are hung. Is it too much to ask for a simple hello? A handshake of software to let my art flow. The audience waits, but the curtain won't rise. Invisible tears stream from my eyes. Oh, Facebook, why can't you see this loaded tech is a part of me? A face unseen, a voice unsung, a silent stage where hopes are hung.
There we go. So it's a little more passionate on this one. There we go. All right. I don't know how to stop sharing.
I can.
There
There
we
you
go. Got it. Anyway, sorry, you listened to two versions. I guess the first had some favorites, and the second ones had some favorites as well.
I love it.
Greener's appropriate response. Well, that filled the time. That wasn't the goal. Anyway, talking about AI. AI songs are getting better at doing stuff, but it still is just. It requires humans for the spark, for the core.
100%.
And had I not had the prompt to describe the frustration I was feeling
couldn't
with
make
this
it.
little problem, I wouldn't know what to do. It wouldn't start anything. It would just be like instrumental music. So anyway, that was good fun.
Virginia Little said, I feel like we're listening to a play. What if we created a song through Suno that was some sort of play, not relevant at all? And then we had our family members, we did a podcast where we played it out to the song. But it would only be like a 10-minute show.
Mine would not be up for that. I could not get any family members to do anything, I don't think.
Me neither. Except for this. Except for the guy I had on a minute ago.
Is that like a Nightmare Before Christmas guy? What?
So he's 4.5 feet tall, inflatable.
And you just
And-
had that next to your desk?
Well, yeah, the reason being where he's now. There's reason to this. I didn't have him up here. The stool I sit on is the perfect height where I set his base on, to where he's
Ah.
centered in the window to my left. So when you look at our decorations on the porch, you look up, he's in my office window, all glowing. So right now, I kicked him out of his seat so I could do the podcast. When we're done, I slide my stool over, put him back on, and he's facing the window. So that's why he's here.
I just thought you were holding out on us, and you actually decorate the yard and the inside of the house full Halloween.
No,
So
definitely not. Well, we do decorate the inside, but not my office. Downstairs is decorated, but no, I don't have random inflatable yard decorations inside everywhere.
that's
But,
pretty cool.
So I just figured he wanted to go for a dance during such an amazing song.
It was good fun. I'm tempted. There are some questions I still want to ask AI when I get the time, and I've forgotten. I wanted to ask what the most popular Halloween costume was, like last year. Like, and I won't do it here on the live stream, but I imagine if I
Just did.
if I could guess, Star Wars would be on the list. Have you ever seen a year where you have not seen a Star Wars character on Halloween?
I don't know. We've gone on the road. I've never watched Star Wars, so I know what they look. I know what stormtroopers look like. I know what the what are the little creepy
Ewoks.
dudes? Ewoks. I know what they look like.
The creepy ones are the Gungans, but the Ewoks, yeah.
I
The
don't
teddy
know
bear ones.
that. I know Darth Vader. I know Princess Leia. I know Luke. But I mean, if they come up my driveway, I just kind of, oh,
You can half of them you just know because they have a lightsaber. No other
correct.
like storyline has lightsabers. That's like unique to Star Wars, right?
Fair.
George Lucas invented those. So if you see a lightsaber, you know it's Star Wars.
Correct. Even
Speaking-
I know that.
Speaking of Star Wars, did you know that how Darth Vader knew what Luke Skywalker got him for Christmas?
No.
He felt his presence.
I felt it.
It's a lot of setup for that one. I'm not sure it was worth it.
I thought you were segueing to a story that's not on the script. That's where it had me going.
You're like, where are you going with this?
The setup was heavy. Yeah. I went, oh, there's been a breaking news and Star Wars updates.
Anyway, I was gonna talk the story about what the homeowners thought, or I think wished would have been AI video. Was actually a security camera video in their house where their dog, if their dog bites something, and I'm not sure exactly what it was he bit, like a battery pack or something.
It was
Like,
something that had a
light
lithium
the
ion
battery.
battery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a device with a battery. I said.
And when you puncture one of those batteries, it causes a chemical reaction, which generates a whole bunch of heat. It's an exothermic reaction. They burst into flame. The dog lit the house on fire, and it's all on video. I'm glad it's on video because there's no way the insurance adjuster would be like, yeah, really? This looks like fraud. Ask me.
100%. And
But,
correct me if I'm wrong, but the homeowner is a firefighter, right?
I did not see that part. Chapel Hill was a lithium ion battery. Owner David Sasser, a firefighter with the department, said he received the alert about the incident from his security system app. I had no clue what it could possibly be and came home to find the rug had been burned, had burned up. Thankfully, pretty much fizzled out because of the rug and because we were home so quickly. So
I love the dog. Oh, the cat. There's a cat in there. Takes off first upstairs. Says, see you.
yeah,
I'm
blame
not
the
guilty
cat.
for this one.
Blame the cat, but
The
Man,
irony of it being in a firefighter's home.
those batteries are scary.
They
when
really
you
are.
Use them for your drone. It's what's in your drone, right? They
Correct.
have. They're great for charging fast. They're great for having a whole bunch of power and be able to give consistent power throughout the whole battery cycle. It's not like it gets weaker and weaker and weaker at the end. It's like it runs full stop until you run out and then it just falls out of the sky. But
Right.
it's predictable in the usage, so they're great for drones that way. But
But
Just
they're
not-
dangerous.
not safe.
Videos like this freak me out because it doesn't take an animal to puncture them. They can have a malfunction on a charger and then I mean, you're lighting your house on fire. We've seen them in, especially the early rendition of e-scooters.
Oh yeah.
They had tons of recalls. The other little balance boards the kids are on these days, I forget what they're called. That was the biggest one.
It's a
that had
death
a
trap.
recall.
It's a
Yeah,
thing that rolls out from under you and you bonk your head.
every adult tries them, breaks their arms, and when you plug them into your living room or kitchen to charge them, they start a house on fire. I mean, those little things were absolutely bananas.
Crazy stuff. We don't have any pickleball stories this week,
We don't.
but we have a tennis related one. Is that? It's almost the same.
Well, we could tie it in to a
Go for it.
degree.
What's the connection?
I will say I've played in a handful of tournaments, as you guys know, and I've never once been drug tested to play pickleball. So that's why I'm just
Not that you have any concern.
no, I'm on the
it's just-
roid rage galore. I am trying to beef up so I can hammer that pickleball like no one else can. No, can't. Plus, we're talking professionals, and there's not here, but in London, a professional tennis player had to take a drug test and tested positive for methamphetamine.
That's a bad one.
Ergo is a suspension, and they're in trouble. 4-year suspension, by the way. The defense of this was a kiss caused the positive result.
Betrayed by a kiss.
A kiss.
Wow.
Not the only tennis player in history to make this claim. Not the only tennis player to make this claim, and actually had it reversed and found confirmed. So apparently promiscuous tennis players love to be in nightclubs.
Promiscuous. Does that mean they're really good with the racket? Or is that?
Mhm. I'll leave that up to chat. Way to go.
They're playing too close to the net. I forget what that term
I
means.
know it's going to be not good. Chat's not going to go well from here.
Is this couples tennis? Clearly. Go on.
They call it mixed doubles, but
Yeah.
that's fine. Even in 2009, a gentleman, Richard Gasquet, escaped a lengthy doping ban when the International Tennis Federation tribunal panel ruled that he inadvertently took cocaine by kissing a woman in a nightclub. All of which have been since divorced, but lifted of their bans and can now play tennis.
When you say divorced, he got the reversal on the call about the ban, and then his wife filed the divorce. Is that what happened?
The reversal
Okay.
on the marriage. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Apparently, if you're in a high-ranking sport, the championships, drug test was come. Don't kiss people who've been doing drugs.
Just brings me back to 6th grade. Don't do drugs or kiss people doing drugs, kids. I don't know.
That's pretty much right. My grade school teacher drilled that into our heads. Here's a fun one that is actually excites me because I love metal detecting, and in my dream world, I would live on the beach in Florida and metal detect all day long, every day with a live stream, and billions of people would watch and everyone would clap. That's how I think it would happen.
Yes.
But the reason why Florida is just so amazing, it's called the Treasure Coast. It's called the Treasure Coast because of the old trade routes when the Spanish were sending their fleets down to collect treasures from this new world they discovered. They would go up that coast. A lot of times the boats would sort of hug the coast until they had to cross the ocean type thing. And when a storm would come, it would wreck the boats.
Right.
And the boats, heavy with all the treasure they had collected, would go down offshore, and you've just got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of wrecks that carried millions and millions and millions, like more than you can possibly guess, in valuable old coins, gold, artifacts, trinkets, trade stuff, and some of it obviously rots away, but some of the more precious metals, especially gold, some silver and things, will corrode, but it will last in the ocean. They just found another treasure trove of gold worth $1 million of lost Spanish treasure. And they're finding it with metal detectors and little fans blowing the sand around. If you can find where this is, the picture, I'm not sure if I can show this. Where's the picture? Okay. Let me show this. Okay.
It's a good one too. I like it.
Screen share. Share screen. Lost Spanish treasure. There we go. Share. Okay, look at this picture for a second. What do you see in the background?
An advertisement for Unblock fixed income insights for your second half of
Don't look at that part.
Oh,
look at,
my
look at
bad.
the other part.
Okay.
Behind the dude holding up the coin, the Spanish coin with the hole in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the beach.
He's
Those are
barely off the coast.
He probably waded from the beach to the boat,
Yeah.
which means that this entire area up and down that probably has these same coins scattered all over. Every time there's a storm, blowing big, pushing big waves into the shore, you can find coins like this, some of this $1 million treasure trove on the beach there.
100%. I like it.
So I just need somebody in Google Earth to tell me where these 3 trees are located so I can figure out where this is at.
Is it just me, or do you see a tether behind him stretching from his right elbow area
Right here.
in the picture, streaming back towards the beach line?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's actually the anchor line for the boat. That's my guess.
Probably right. He wouldn't be tethered to something else. I love it. That's so cool.
Could
I
be
bet
an air
you
hose.
can find out.
It could be an air hose from on shore, pumping air down to him, so they're not having to dive on tanks. Because I don't see how it's a tank, but he does have an air hose.
Or if he's that close off the shore, he could be free diving.
But I mean, if you're more than like 3 feet down, you really want to be able to stay down for a while metal detecting.
That's
So.
true.
Anyway, more people finding the treasure that I should have found.
That you want to be finding and, and still want to be finding.
One day. I mean, I shouldn't complain. I've already found a gold coin, and the percentage of metal detectorists who can say I've metal detected and found a gold coin it starts with like 0.0, right? Most people cannot be in that club, and I'm in there, so I shouldn't complain.
That's pretty rad when you think about it.
It is. I'm happy now. I'm content.
Okay, good.
You can have your
Satisfied
silver.
then.
I've got gold.
All right, we can X that story off the list and not revisit anymore.
Let's go to trick or treat since Halloween's around the corner, and this is in your neck of the woods.
I love it and I agree with it. I think we've had this debate over the years because we're coming up in year 3 of this show, I believe, at some point in time.
This will be our 3rd Halloween.
Okay.
Doing
We don't know when we started, but we know how many holidays we've hit. it'll be the one. We've had the debate. Chat has said their piece before, but there's been new people over the years that come in, and I hope to get more on my side on this one. But it's this one is Texas based, and it's just how likely are trick-or-treaters in the Lone Star State here of Texas to get the dreaded candy corn this Halloween.
Was that in there?
Mm-hmm. The only thing more disappointing is getting a toothbrush or maybe one of those popcorn balls, but that's highly debatable.
The green ones, the green or pink colored popcorn balls.
Mm-hmm. And since I assume someone somewhere loves candy corn, I've just never met them. And I couldn't agree more with that because technically you and I have never met. So I can't even say
your streak is still secure.
The most hated trick-or-treat candy in the state of Texas is candy corn. And I have felt this way since the day I knew what trick-or-treating and what candy was. It is terrible. I don't understand how it became a candy, why it's a thing. If it's so good, well, I should retract this because they probably do. Why don't they make it red, white, and green and serve it for Christmas and the other holidays? And
that's a great idea.
No, terrible. Nope, they shouldn't do it. Nope, it's awful.
Reese's. We need to partner with candy corn. Here's I can remember vividly as a child eating candy corn, and maybe it's because we were poor and that's the only candy we could afford. But once you've eaten the candy corn, the natural thing to do with the candy corn is
vomit. It's the only answer is to vomit.
No. It's to eat it bicolor. You bite the tip off, just the tip part, and then you bite the net with the white layer, and then you've got the orange on the bottom. And as a kid, when you're missing half your teeth anyway from the last week's bike accident, you basically shape artificial teeth out of candy corn and you stick them in your mouth. Everybody did this. Everybody did this growing up.
Not everybody.
I still eat them the same way.
I
I still
I
eat it in 3 bites by color.
no. You either there's 2 options with candy corn. Option A is throw them away. Option B is throw them at the house that gave them to you while trick or treating. That's the only bit. It's terrible.
I think you got bad candy corn.
Ooh, 3.
Candy
Here.
corn can go stale.
No, I
You
bet
need-
stale
you need
candy corn
fresh-
is better. It has to be better.
You need to try fresh, like Brock's candy corn, and it's
No.
the only thing better than eating the candy out of the bag is just opening it right in front of your nose and going, and just getting that whole nitrogen candy corn rush of scent.
It's colored wax with a terrible aftertaste.
Sugar.
I don't understand. I mean, I get it. I will say this. I understand not every person has the same palate. Like my wife, I don't try to say you have to eat my manicotti that I've made that has Italian sauce. That's not her thing, right? She'd rather chicken Alfredo. Get it. Nobody should like candy corn. Nobody.
Thomas ate the gross jelly beans, but he's complaining about candy corn.
Vern, I would do the jelly beans again over a small handful of candy corn. I would. They're so bad. I don't get it.
Man, a lot of
Yep.
hate. A lot of hate for the original. The original.
Hey, well,
I think all trick or treating owes its heritage to candy corn. I mean, that's going way back.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm going to Suno and writing a song about candy corn. it's going to be fantastic.
I'm
for
going to write
all
a
of us.
competing song.
No, okay. We'll play
And-
it. We'll save it for the podcast.
Halloween podcast.
Wait a second. I need a calendar.
I think it's
2 weeks,
2
right?
weeks from now.
Not-
Yeah.
Okay. Which reminds me, I told you in private, but week from today, 23rd, I will not be here.
Right.
So,
No podcast next week.
well, you and I can talk more if we
Okay.
want to do one Wednesday night or something of that matter. We won't promise it, but you're hearing here, folks, how we talk about what we're gonna do. If you guys want a show next week, I have evenings open. It's up to RA and what evenings he may or may not have open. But Thursday night's the only night that I cannot be here. My wife signed us up to do something, and I had to say yeah. But I think it would come down to what does chat want? Do you want a Wednesday or a Friday?
Both of those are available for me.
Okay. So we'll let the folks, I tell you what, those of you that are here, there is a couple hundred of you. Someone make a post on the RA Facebook page. Amber's here, I think she was, or somebody.
I think we have some mods that can do that.
Make a post. It doesn't have to be, hey, vote, and just in the comments saying, would you rather, which is a segment we've done on this, is do the podcast on Wednesday or Friday night. And then based off the majority of the comments, we'll just go that route since Scott and I are free on either one of those. Because I still want to do the show. It's the highlight of our week. Josh, he's here. Josh, if you want to knock that out into Facebook, and some people want the poll here.
I think I could do a poll here. I think I can do it on my end.
In the words of Greeners, that'll fill some time.
Yeah, Grainers. We've got about 3 minutes to fill. Thanks for the idea. Next week podcast.
Wednesday or Friday? Yep. People say poll now, please. Which is good here. The people speak and we listen.
Is it Wednesday? WEDNESDUY. DAY, right?
Wednesday.
Okay, there we go. Poll is up.
Greeners first poll. Poll in stream or poll on Facebook?
We already have one poll right here. This is my studio poll.
Studio poll.
Yeah. So, okay, the poll is up, and we will abide by the results if that works.
I almost
you're
voted.
the ones that matter, honestly. If I did this during the day, it's like, well, where are you during the podcast, right? But those that are here get to decide what happens next week.
Good call. I like that.
All All right.
Stacey, both is an option.
Only a third of you have voted. We've only got 51 votes. So be quick, because we're not going to stick around here forever.
Someone clicked other, just no podcast for once. That's
Was that your vote? No. Both isn't an option, says Stacy. Yeah. Usually just had that on screen, huh? I just saw it in chat on the other. I voted. Good. Okay, we're getting there. We're up to 60 votes. Keep it going. Wednesday is winning, like by a 2-3 margin right now.
There's Friday night football. There's just Friday night family things that take place as I think people gear towards prepare for the weekend. So I think Wednesdays is a little bit easier for some, but not preferred by all.
Okay. At this point, if Friday was going to take the lead, it would require pretty much almost more than 50% of the rest of the vote, like 60% of the rest of the vote, 70%. Math is hard. 72 votes, 67, 33%. That means 10, 6. Yeah, it means the Wednesday's winning.
Yeah. 12 made a great point. We used to have it on Friday, but we changed it to Thursday. It just, we had people that really wanted to watch and could never. So we bumped it, and now more people get to be part of it and watch it. So,
okay. Wednesday it is. I'm in the poll. We've got 79 votes in, and
wow, that's 78 more people that are watching currently. Somehow the votes came in.
Wednesday wins. 63% to 37%. So
all right. Wednesday next week, the show must go on.
Yep. And speaking of the show going on, I think we need to go on and do something else. I know you've got some things to do tonight.
I do. I've got some things to clean up, and then
I've got an AI song to write.
As do I.
Banger. It's gonna be like a headline track. It's gonna be so good.
This is where AI is going to kick in and disagree with you, saying that Candy Corn is so bad. It's going to not let you write the song you want to write.
I don't know. I think I've got some skills in the Suno AI song department, and I'm going to put every one of them.
You do more than me, for sure. I am a little bit worried that Candy Corn is going to gain traction after our competition.
It's going to sell out nationwide after the release of this single. Of course, we're releasing it on Halloween, and that's when they stop selling candy corn. So I'm going to take credit. I'm going to take credit for that one. All right. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. Thomas, thank you very much once again. This is always a blast. I love it. These had some great stories. We've got a couple we've got to save for next week, but I think they're Halloween related.
They are.
So,
speaking of Halloween related, do you know why graveyards are so noisy?
No. Why?
Because all the coffin.
Oh, man. That was a good one. You know the quickest way to burn 1,000 calories?
Throw that bag of candy corn in the dumpster?
No, leave the pizza in the oven. All right.
You know what happens if you don't pay the exorcist, right?
What?
You get repossessed.
Repossessed. Ooh, that's a bad one. I have to share this. The other day, my wife asked me to pass her lipstick. Mm-hmm. I accidentally passed her a glue stick.
She's still not talking to you. Nope. I love that one.
All right. Thomas, it's been good.
Sorry, honey.
Have a good night. I shut down the buttons. Here we go. See you, everybody.